Babe, what are you doing?
Looking for our Halloween traditions.
That's not how that works. On this channel, we talk about Halloween, Harry Potter, and theme parks. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
What's that? Do you feel that? Do you feel it? Spooky season's in the air, and that's got us ready to get the festivities rolling. If you're like us, you've got things you do every year to get into the Halloween spirit. So in today's video, we thought we'd talk about 5 Halloween traditions that you and your family will love.
Number 1 on our list has to be a Halloween party.
So, I know what you're thinking. Same old Halloween parties. Maybe you spice it up and throw a costume party. Everyone shows up, the conversation's dull, the music's boring. But that's not what we're talking about.
So there are a lot of different things that you can do to spice up your Halloween party. You can get trophies for best costumes. You can host a theme party, so all the costumes kind of play off each other. But our favorite thing that we have found is to host a murder mystery party. But before you get overwhelmed and think that that's too much work, there are places online where you can buy these packages that have basically the whole party already planned out for you.
The website that we've had success with is mymurdermysteryparty.com. We'll leave a link in the description down below. You probably have some of the same concerns about some of your friends maybe not being comfortable playing a role. But what we have found is that when given specific details about a character, which are included in these packages, people open up to it and they have a blast. One of the best things about these packages is that they're so heavily themed and detailed that they really give you a direction to go for decorating for the party. For example, we have some creepy dolls in our Halloween collection now, and that's because the very first one of these that we did was about a possessed doll collector.
The storylines are so immersive, they allow you to just jump in and have a great time. So even if you're a little concerned that maybe this isn't the perfect party for you and your friend group, we highly suggest that you try it at least once because it's become one of our favorite traditions, and surprisingly, it's become some of our friends' favorite tradition as well.
The number 2 tradition on this list is carving pumpkins. Now, everyone carves pumpkins, but we like to take it a step further and go to a pumpkin patch and pick out our own pumpkins. If your childhood was anything like ours, you probably remember going to the pumpkin patch with your school. Sadly, I don't think this is as common as it used to be, so we think it's a great tradition to start with your family, whether it be a child or a significant other, because it creates a lot of memories and it makes the pumpkin carving experience a little more personal.
We know that a lot of people carve pumpkins and it's a really common tradition, but there are ways that you can spice it up and make it more fun. You can find some really great free stencils online with some really cool detailed images.
Very intricate.
And you can also find really simple kid-friendly ones, like the ones that I need to use.
We don't trust her with knives anymore. One thing that we love to do is almost hide the pumpkin from the other one so they don't know what we're doing or what we're carving into the pumpkin. Sometimes we'll reveal something really goofy, maybe something very scary or intricate. It's just a lot of fun for us. I think the reason that carving pumpkins is such a common tradition among people who celebrate Halloween is because everyone in the family can get involved. Everyone from your 2-year-old child up to your 88-year-old grandmother. Everyone can play a role in it, and everyone can have a blast doing it.
Number 3 on this list is haunts. Did you guys really think we were going to have a Halloween list without talking about haunts?
Not a chance. Listen, we get it. 2020 sucks. So things are going to have to be a little bit different this year, but that doesn't mean that there aren't still haunts out there that you can enjoy safely.
Even if you don't feel comfortable going through traditional haunted houses this year, you can always look for things like haunted corn mazes in your area that are more open air and allow for better social distancing.
So one of our local corn mazes actually does something pretty neat. Last year, they played Children of the Corn on like a projection screen, so it was almost like a drive-in movie theater. And then after that, you went and walked through the haunted corn maze. It just added like a little bit of extra creepiness and made it terrifying to walk through. Also, another great thing about corn mazes is generally they have daytime operations, which make them extremely kid-friendly.
Even though some of your traditional haunts may be canceled this year, we still suggest that you look at your local listings to see what is happening in your area.
Support those local haunts.
So even if you're not ready to go to a full-blown haunted house this year, we think that corn mazes could be a really great alternative where you might feel a little bit more comfortable while still getting your haunt in.
The number 4 tradition on this list is dressing up in costumes. So, as we get older, I think sometimes we think it's weird to dress up, but we're here to tell you that if you do it correctly and have the right mindset, dressing up can be a blast. Side note, one of the greatest things about dressing up as an adult is you can afford way cooler costumes.
We think that dressing up in group costumes is one of the most fun things about Halloween.
So like one year, we went as Steve Irwin and a crocodile. Last year we went as Hopper and Eleven from Stranger Things. We just think couples costumes are so much fun, but you can also do family costumes. So my brother and sister-in-law and their 2 children love Halloween as much as us, if not more. Mm-hmm. They always have some extravagant costumes. As you can see in these pictures, the sky is the limit with family costumes. And they are great about not telling anyone what they're going to dress up as. So it's kind of become sort of a family tradition. We do the same thing, and we just show up at relatives' houses dressed up as these wild and crazy characters, and people have a blast seeing you show up, especially when you have little kids involved.
And me being the crafty person that I am, I love to try to piece costumes together at Goodwill.
So one thing that we love to do is to buy like the centerpiece of the costume. So maybe it's a shirt that the character's known for that you're not going to find a replica of in a thrift store, and then put other pieces around it or try to find those pieces to make the costume more unique.
So however you like to put your costumes together, we think it's a great way to celebrate, and it's not only fun for you and your family, but it's fun for everyone else to see your costumes as well.
One of our favorite things is seeing other people's costumes. We love seeing the unique ideas that other people have come up with. We love seeing, famous characters that people may not have dressed up as in a long time. It's just a lot of fun, and it adds to the Halloween spirit and the Halloween atmosphere.
So number 5 on our list is handing out Halloween candy.
Or if you have children, taking them trick-or-treating. I know it doesn't seem like much of a tradition, but it's one of our favorite things about Halloween. We love seeing the kids come up in their costumes. We love seeing the parents that dress up with their children. But as you can tell, and as we've talked about, we love decorating more than almost anything. So we really go all out. And even like the outside decor, we try to set like an ambience or like a
whole scene.
Yeah. And we try to make it fun for all the trick-or-treaters that come to our door. Like, we leave the door open, we play, creepy music, we turn all the lights off. Like, we have the lights lit up outside, but we try to make it as immersive as possible because it's things that we wish we had more of as children.
While we don't have children of our own, we've learned through family members that taking your own kids trick-or-treating can be one of the best parts of Halloween.
I think we all just want to go back to the 5th grade. The Scholastic book fairs in town, the smell of fall is in the air, you're running around in the gym to Monster Mash. I think that is just all we want at this point. So while our traditions might seem kind of, nostalgic or traditional, I think it's because that's what Halloween is. Mm-hmm. We are trying to relive childhood. And so it's just an opportunity to have fun, to be someone else, and to go back in time. Halloween doesn't lose its magic, so enjoy it with your family, keep the magic alive, and keep dressing up and just have fun every once in a while. Alright guys, so that wraps up our list of traditions. These are just things that we like to do. If you have a different tradition, or if you have something that we haven't talked about, put it in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you all.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications so you get an alert every time we post a new video.
Thanks for watching. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?